Andy Zilch from the Comets. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
So our question this morning, I'll throw it at you, and it's worth no money at all. Sorry. we are humans. My wife has a pet, which is a cat. What is the Utica Comets mascot, Audie?
He's an alien.
He's an alien.
Yep.
I never knew it.
Yeah,
never knew that.
Good thing you knew that.
Oh man, I'd be out. I'd be out if I.
You have to know that. Wouldn't it be awful? He's an alien, and the Comets, of course, makes it all make sense. All right, what a week! Talk about this weekend, which we can get past the fact that a lot of money was spent here. People stayed in hotels. Then I know some spent out at the casino, some down here. But the exposure on television, the excitement of it all, crazy, right?
You hit it right on the head there. It's another chance for us to showcase our city, and not just the arena, not just the Adirondack Bank Center. The restaurants around downtown. You guys were talking about Encore a few minutes ago. Excellent restaurant. Ocean Blue, all those restaurants around the arena. Turning Stone, of course, gets another nod, another tip of the cap. They put on a wonderful show for us, helping us out. It was great to be a part of. I wasn't here the first go-around. I was so happy to be a part of this, though. It was something I'll cherish.
Hard to believe that we have had two in as many years. That's really something.
Well, the league gave us a chance to showcase what's happened since.
Yeah.
I thought it was wonderful.
I also thought the league president talking about there's no reason to be alarmed. People are all worried that we're going to lose our franchise here.
Yeah, no, it's
and he's saying, why would you? I mean, think about it. We're over 100 regular season sellout games. We've supported everything that's happened here. I worry when we do something like the All-Star game, what if nobody shows? But we have, this community has supported hockey incredibly, and on top of it, supporting a college team as well.
Yeah, and the knowledge of the fans here, too. Like, when there's a big penalty kill, everybody's cheering. You don't find that much in the AHL. I love it. I love it here.
Yeah. So you didn't do the broadcast, which was on the NHL Network,
right?
But you did a radio broadcast.
Correct. Yeah, I was on Sirius XM doing the call, and I was a little nervous heading into it. I've never called an AHL All-Star game before or an All-Star game period, but once we got going, I kind of picked up on the fun that the players were having, and I enjoyed it. Yeah.
And it was. You talked about that. It was fun, right?
Oh, 100%.
The players had fun, although they put on a show. They really were competitive.
Yeah, no, it was fun, and I guess in typical All-Star game fashion, the defense picks up later in the game,
right?
But what I thought was funny, I got such a kick out of this, the boos for the Crunch guys.
Yes, yeah.
So I think it was just one guy.
Yep.
But man, you can tell the local hockey fans are into it. They obviously cheered on the Comets, and a great ovation for Grenier, who's returned.
Yes.
But we had him on the air, and he was looking forward to that. But I literally in my seat was laughing.
Yeah.
Like, boy, every time they mentioned this kid from the Crunch, the whole place just pours booze on him.
And then he scored twice.
Yeah,
and really good goals. And for fans, obviously you're watching this game, and it was a little slow in the beginning. If you walked out like halfway through, you miss a good show at the end. North came back and won it. It was incredible.
I find it interesting, this rivalry between Utica and Syracuse, because Utica, we could almost call ourselves a sister. As Providence is a sister city to Boston and has its own pride, believe me, Utica is the same way with Syracuse. And what I find interesting is we root for Syracuse in all of their sports. But the Syracuse Crunch are not really from Syracuse. That's how we kind of look at it. It's a completely different deal there.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's
SU
kind of
basketball is, people, a lot of season ticket holders from here, but when it comes to hockey, there is no two ways. It's they're the enemy.
I think that's what makes it a good rivalry, too.
Yeah, I do, too.
Yeah.
And let's talk about where this team has gone since the first of the year.
It's the second best month in Comets history, 9-1-2. The team's on fire. We've picked up some guys, obviously, after all the injuries. Guys are starting to come back. Guys are coming back from Vancouver. I think we got a special end of this season. I'm very curious to see how this is going to end up.
Yeah, I totally agree. It just seems like they're playing really, really well. Andrew?
We're still, well in the playoff picture, obviously.
For sure, yeah. This is something, obviously, 3 years ago, we made it all the way to the finals. I foresee something very similar occurring this year.
Can you clarify something? I know the Comets are in the playoff picture right now. I want to say last year it was the top 3 from each division and then the next best 2, where you could have a situation where you had 3 from one division and 5 from another. And I actually think that happened.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
It changes every darn year. It's so
I know,
confusing for fans. So last year it's 4-4, same as this year. The top 4 teams of each division go. So right now we got a good separation between the Laval Rocket. I mean, anything can happen. We still got more, or a little bit less than halfway through the season, but right now we're looking pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
the Comets have that 4th division spot right now.
Can remain hot the way we are right now.
Anything can happen.
Won't even worry about anything. I wanted to ask you, too, about, you're from where?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yep.
Always wanted to be a play-by-play guy for hockey. It's a special, to do hockey, it's a talent. It is a talent.
It's an ability.
You can do. I've called basketball and baseball and football. Hockey, you're just flying at every. There's very little time to look at your notes.
Yeah, exactly. I started playing, when I was like 3, I think, when I started picking up a stick and moving around, and I wanted to be a pro hockey player growing up, and then when I realized I couldn't, I wanted to stay in the game, and I was like, well, I'll just call them. I'll keep my teeth. I'll be in the booth.
Nice.
So ever since then, I think it was like high schoolish where I started to pick this up, and ironically enough, I think baseball is the hardest sport to call because there's so much downtime.
Yeah.
For me, you might not be surprised. Favorite because you get to BS all game long.
Right.
I just love that.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a baseball game because we're not talking baseball, especially if it's a slow game. Have you ever heard? I mean, some great names have come out of. I mean, throw off just Jim Jackson.
Boy,
the Philadelphia Flyers now, and
Brendan Burke. You also
Klingsdale, and some of the names.
Danny Klingsdale. Smitty's better at
Golden
this game.
State
Golden
Warriors.
State.
Tim Roy,
Lee
Hacksaw Hamilton, who went on to be USC in the Chargers.
And Tim Roy, where is he today?
Tim Roy's the voice of the Golden State Warriors.
There
Okay,
you go.
All those people worked here. Can you believe that?
He calls a great baseball game. Tim Roy, and
He used to-
anybody reach out? Well,
He used to do the Oakland A's on radio.
okay, yeah, he's great. But there's so many great names that have come out of here. Have they reached out to you and say, hey, congratulations, you got the gig, or it's like they pay no attention?
Oh yeah. I mean, Brendan Burke. First of all, he's a dear friend of mine.
Right. We didn't mention him of the obvious dimension.
Yeah. No, I hit on him real quick, but I mean, him and we've known each other since I think 2011. He put my name in front of Robert Esch amongst a few others, and Robert picked me for the job. So I got to tip my cap to Brendan too for helping me out there.
Well, you're the only radio person I think we've ever had on that actually works at a competing radio station. So
That's true.
we don't think of it that way, but it's kind of cool. I think anyway. Joe in New Hartford, a question for Andy. You're on the radio.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Andy, I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Hey, my question to you is, I know you're busy up there, but I got season tickets, had them for years. Do you think the Comets are concerned at all about, they say it's a sellout, okay, but you go to the game, and if I had to guess, I'd say there's about 2,800 diehard fans there every game, because they got to be losing a lot of money in concessions.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is something that we're trying to continuously do.
Maybe on a Sunday matinee, maybe on a Wednesday night, but certainly not on a Friday, Saturday. The other thing, I'll let you answer this. I don't want to answer for you, but I guess I'm going to. I got to tell you something. The Zetland Room, the Horton Room, the suites, it has moved people around a little bit. And
yes.
All those people, at least not the suites necessarily, but guests up in the suite. A lot of times people are asking for season ticket holders to come up into the suites. Their seats oftentimes just go, they get in through their tickets, but they go in one of the clubs.
Right. I mean,
so
we got 4 bars
seats
in that arena.
Yeah.
So, and you mentioned
the downstairs bar, too.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, that's one case right there. I mean, there is a sellout. We all know that we sell out, and of course, you're not going to have 3,900 people come in the building every single night.
Yeah.
You might have 3,500 come in, and then again, those people are dispersing to other bars, so it's going to make it look a little bit more empty. But really, it's not.
Joe, I don't know about you, but I'd like a cut of those concessions. Just give me
I'll tell you what, they're very reasonable, because I've been in other rinks where they get $11, $12 for a beer. They're not robbing you in Utica, New York. Nope. I'll tell you that.
That is
true,
for sure, Joe. Thanks, and the food, I got to tell you, is really good. Joe, thanks for the call.
Thank you.
All right.
And when Bill
thanks,
says
Joe.
he wants a cut of the concessions, he means a rebate. Is really what he's talking about.
Or just throw me a bone like one of those raffles.
For every
come on.
4 chicken fingers they sell, Bill gets 1.
You know, those are the best chicken fingers.
They are
They're
good.
so good. I mean, yeah, that's what I love about our arena too. We take pride in the food that we serve. It's not
No
just
doubt
your
about it.
junk concession food.
Yep. And if you're in one of the clubs, there's always food in one of the bars.
It's so good.
And for the record, too many carbs on those chicken fingers. I don't.
Well, you
I
used to
haven't
come
had
in. I remember when they first started serving them.
They were the juicy. They're juicy.
for like 2
know.
weeks, and you couldn't get over the honey mustard. It was like
No, it was the barbecue.
it was the barbecue.
No,
Okay, somebody
no.
else was raving about the honey mustard.
I still crave it. Just why do you have to bring it up? I can't believe it.
I'll bring in a tub for you next time.
Okay, thanks. All right, Andy, nice job. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And we hope you're going to, and I know that in this business we're all looking to move up, but we hope you're going to be around for a while. So
Thank you. Yes.
I know that we should
Yes,
hope that
we're-
you're not going to be, but we hope you'll be around for a long time.
You're hoping he gets, I don't want to say stuck, but he stays in
If you
Utica.
have
Well,
to get a job,
all these opportunities
it's going to be
at
in the
NHL
NHL.
cities.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
NHL
for
is
sure.
fine, but
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.